Hi, this is Mamiya. Today, I want to share my experience that I had today. It's pretty awesome, but it was pretty frightening at the same time. So check it out. I hope you like it. So to give you a background, I started a new hobby, spearfishing. As a beginner, I had to learn how to swim and dive first before doing all the fancy, spearfishing stuff. Once I nailed that, the next challenge was to actually catch a fish. As a beginner, my goal was to catch a fish, so I would catch any fish that came into my sight. But I started to understand, that certain species are much good for eating and some not much so. And I didn't bother the size at first, but I started to aim for a bigger fish. There was one fish in particular that I really wanted to spearfish. It's called the peacock fish, a blue peacock fish. And I mean, when I'm underwater spearfishing, I see these guys swimming around, and sometimes in groups. It's hard to get close to them to the range that I'm able to spear them. Now, I know some of you experts over there are saying, "Oh, mommy, I can't even get a peacock fish." Okay, come on, man. I'm a beginner, so But anyways, today I got one at last. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking forward for this day, but a problem happened. Well, number one, was that I let go of the spear pole, and so the fish, the blue peacock fish, would just go and run away as fast as it can with the pole sticking from its tail or from its body. And so I was shocked. Man, I thought I finally got a blue peacock fish. I said, oh man, that spear pole is not going to come back and with the fish. When I went, I think 5 meters from there or more, maybe 5 to 10 meters from there, I saw my spear pole sticking out from this hole under a rock. I dived down. It wasn't that deep, maybe 3 meters. I dived and then got the spear pole, and fortunately the spear pole was still on the fish. I pulled the spear pole out of the hole together with the fish, and I mounted it between my legs and stuck my knife on its head. And what happened is another problem happened, which is my knife broke on me. The tip of my I think it's CRKT. I forgot the specific name of it, but anyways, my knife, the tip just snapped. That I don't know. It's supposed to be a tactical knife, fixed blade. Well, anyways, I got the fish on the stringer, and then I thought I got it. Right? But another thing happened, and this is the frightening part, the scary part. I didn't notice because, I was pretty high, Yes, I finally got this fish, you know what I mean? And, I wasn't paying attention to the environment. There's this one part where there's a big rock. I didn't notice that I was driven towards that part. All of a sudden, I was like, the current just took me. You know what I mean? Another thing happened. The line that was connected to my leg was tangled on a rock, so I couldn't move. And worse, the line was tangled not only to the rock, but even on my leg side. It caught my fin. And another thing happened. My other fin, my left fin, it got loose. Basically, I was left with one stranded leg and another leg without a fin. And there's violent current coming to me, and I couldn't breathe. I drank some seawater. It was pretty scary. At that moment, I knew what I had to do. I needed to cut the line loose because I have a knife beside me. All of a sudden, the line just broke. I don't know what happened. Anyways, I was free from the line. And then I went for the closest visible rock, and then I grabbed onto it, although the wave came again and I was drifted away. And then I tried to find my fin, and I did. And I jumped to it, and then with one with one fin on my hand, I rushed to another rock, a higher rock, and I climbed on top of that, and I was okay from there. So I learned several lessons. Number one, nature is pretty scary. Number two, observe your environment before doing anything, you know. So whenever you want to do something, even if it's to you know, catch a fish, well, even if there's a big fish in front of you and you're like this, you know, it's your golden opportunity. But first, check the environment. I always try to check if there's a boat coming, and that, you know, I always know the threat of a boat, so I always, you know, once in a while I would look around for a boat if a boat is approaching or anything like that. But for this case, you know, I was not really careful about, you know, the violent current that was going on around these rocky areas. So, you know, that's one thing. Even if you're excited about something, even if you're so into something that you lose your, you know, you're cool, you have to observe your environment at all times, you know what I mean, or else you're gonna lose your life in the worst case scenario. When I climbed up to the rock, I lost my spear pole, and on my I was able to collect my float, but the stringer was gone, so the fish was gone. But all I have is I have a record on, you know, it's all in the camera, so I have it all recorded. But, you know, nevertheless, it was a great experience. I was able to achieve my goal, which is to get a blue peacock fish, and I'm really satisfied, although it came with a cost. Not only spearfishing, but, you know, anything that involves you know, nature and, you know, going into the wild, stuff like that. You really can't be careful enough, you know what I mean? Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was interesting. Stay safe, take it easy. Peace out. Mamiya Matsura, coming to you from Japan.